The ship that will house GCOM staff to work full-time over the next few days. Local technicians willing to teach his trade. In the region, Bolsonaro's calls for more development in the Amazon despite outrage. And internationally, Ebola fears grow over a lack of access to clean water in the Congo. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Updates. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Part-time GCOM staff will now work full-time. Here is Wendell Jeffrey with more.
The part-time staff of the Guyana Elections Commission has been advised and authorized to work full-time for the next few days of the House registration, which is slated to end on Saturday, August 31st. GCOM's Public Relations Officer Yolanda Ward said that the field staff, registration officers, clerks, and enumerators will be working for 8 hours daily instead of the usual 4 hours. This development comes in the wake of the decision by GCOM to stop the House registration in keeping with the Chief Justice's ruling. GCOM claims that the House registration is aimed at producing a credible list of electors. The elections supervising body claims that it plans to merge the new registrants into the existing National Registrar of Registrant database. From that, they plan to extract the preliminary list of electors. However, the opposition PPP is claiming that those acts will complicate the process and push the elections date further away. The opposition is calling for a swift move into the claims and objections period. GCOM said that they have started the training of polling day staff, even as they have begun procurement of non-sensitive materials. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. The behemoth Liza Destiny has arrived in Guyana and will soon begin sucking and storing oil and gas from beneath our seabed. Here is Esther Supers with more.
Guyana is closer to producing forest oil by 2020. The Department of Energy has announced the arrival of its first vessel, the Liza Destiny, which arrived in the Stabroek Block after traveling nearly 11,000 nautical miles from the Keppel shipyard in Singapore. This is according to the U.S. giant ExxonMobil. The floating production, storing, and offloading vessel journeyed for 42 days after a ceremony on June 2019, at which First Lady Sandra Granger was named, commissioned the vessel, and was designated its God's mother. The director of the Department of Energy, Dr. Mark Baino, said, "This is an historic and momentous occasion for the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and all Guyanese." Baino added, "The vessel's arrival means that we are no more just talking about forest oil. Forest oil is on the horizon." He said that Liza Destiny arrival means that our timetable has moved forward, and as a policy-related body, we are also called upon to advance our timetable. The director further noted that as Guyanese, we begin to appreciate the direct and indirect benefits that emanate from this sector goes far beyond anything that we have seen thus far. Meanwhile, ExxonMobil country manager Rod Henson explained that after clearing customs, the vessel will be connected to spread mooring before hookup and installation begins in preparation for production, storage, and offloading of Guyana's oil. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up after the break, local technician willing to teach his trade, and minister calls for Guyanese to be more compassionate.
can also get lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, and pulley backpacks from $10,995, all for the same price or less than buying online, and it's already here. Also, get a chance to win one RCA tablet every week in August. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. That's 4 tablets you can Google homework with. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
The Guyana Elections Commission will commence house-to-house registration in your area soon. You must register if you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration. 14 years and older by the 31st of October 2019, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the GCOM. Make it your responsibility to get registered. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org, the nearest GCOM registration office, or visit our website.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.ui. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. For your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home. We also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. Dr. Karen Cummins, Minister of Foreign Affairs, is pleading with Guyanese to be more accommodating when it comes to dealing with the migrant situation in the country. The minister said that Guyanese need to share the proverbial pie. The minister also said that we had all kinds of people coming here to look for work. She noted that in this time we can probably use the skills which some of those people possess. Dr. Karen also appealing that many of those coming here are fleeing from very difficult situations. The minister also pointed out that for many years, Guyanese who were experiencing hardship have left our shores in search of a better life. A local technician maintains a dying trade and is
experimenting with electronics at a tender age. 31-year-old Sharmi Yassin from Monripo East Coast, Darara, has turned his passion into a career as an electronic technician. Yassin, who operates his business at the bottom flat of his home, spoke of his skills mostly being self-taught.
The electronics that I know back then is totally out now. So you're more into upgrading technology-wise, and everything just moves with a rapid change, and it just changed because of technology.
In the startup of his business, which is over 8 years old, Yassim geared most of his attention to cathode ray tube television, also known as CRT, or locally as big back television. Guyana has shifted to smart
So you find that you have the big back, you have a little upgrading where you had the one we're just working with VCR. And then when the DVD come out, you got DVD, audio, and video, and just start to highlight people whereby you could use DVD. But now, I mean, the big back now in terms of quality.
Small business would come to struggles, and Yassim outlined that in his field, one must be patient when trying to find solutions to technical issues.
At least a likeness for the job, and then again, you have to get patient as one, and you got to, it'll scarf a lot of time and dedication. There's half a lot of time and dedication that whereby you have to give yourself that telling you that you could able to move on, because If you don't have the patience and you don't have the time, you find that you're gonna work on something and then you want to give up easy.
Yasin plans to further establish his business through a small loan. The talented technician would also share his knowledge with the youth in his community who may have a passion for becoming an electronic technician. With this in mind, he also shared advice for anyone who may want to start a similar business.
It's an interesting thing now to get in, and because in the future you look at the young people, you need people gonna do the electronics at an advanced level.
Persons who may want to contact Yasim can call him on 621-3235 or his Facebook page at Technician Shamir. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. When more development in Amazon despite outrage, and Ebola fears grow over a lack of access to clean water in the Congo.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Correct way to do it? Drivers, you have two options that you can use. First, you can temporarily put your empty plastic bottles in the trunk of your vehicle or on the ground on the passenger side next to you. Or secondly, place them in the nearest garbage bin you see. We need you to play your community's Green Generation Guyana sanitation program. For more information, please contact us on 592-227-2605, or you may find us on the World Wide Web at www.moc.gov.gy.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
The Guyana Elections Commission will commence house-to-house registration in your area soon. You must register if you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration. 14 years and older by the 31st, no less than 1 year preceding the qualifying date. If you were previously registered, you will need to register again. Look out for GCOM. Make it your responsibility to get registered. For more information, contact Gmail pro@gcom.org.gy. Contact the nearest GCOM registration office or visit our website www.gcom.org.gy.
Did you know that John Lewis Styles carries back-to-school items? Besides clothing and footwear, you can also get lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, and pulley backpacks from $10,995, all for the same price or less than buying online, and it's already here. Also, get a chance to win one RCA tablet every week in August. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. That's 4 tablets you can Google homework with. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Welcome back. Amazon. That is despite international condemnation over his handling of a record number of wildfires in the region. Al Jazeera reports.
It takes a tough breed to hack a living from the searing, hot, inhospitable Amazon region. They come to rear cattle and to plant soya, yams and much else besides. They do so legally.
They are grabbing all of that area, part of the Jamari Nature Reserve. They're grabbing everything, and the word is they will cut everything down. If they do, then they'll set it on fire.
This man said he feared for his life if his identity was revealed, saying neither the police nor the authorities, international community and some of those living here to do more to defend the Amazon. He moves in the opposite direction. He invites more development, which many living here feel will put both the environment and themselves at greater risk. President Bolsonaro says too much of this forest is protected, neither nature reserves or indigenous reservations, that poverty awaits those who don't take advantage. But this rancher said he thought there had been enough deforestation.
The Amazon has to have cattle. We don't need to deforest anything else though. Just take care of the lands that are already deforested. Take care of the rivers, of the springs. Cattle is what we live from.
However, he said he doesn't blame the president for the land grabs or the fires. He believes the region is simply too big to police, despite the efforts of the local authorities.
Crime happens everywhere, however, our policies have been positive so far. But because of the size of this state and the way its land is occupied, our policies will take time to work to guarantee security in both urban and rural areas.
Other small farmers stress
the law, and this creates a bad image of our country abroad. But we keep fighting for local farmers who work with nature, the ecosystem, so that we can all survive.
The battle for land has been raging since the arrival of the first Europeans. The dream that in this vast country there is enough for everyone, often shattered by greed, corruption and poor management. Daniel Schweimler, Al Jazeera, Rondônia State, northwestern Brazil.
And in international news, people in the Democratic Republic of the Congo's Goma city are warning that Ebola may spread because the people are having difficulty in finding clean water. Here again is Al Jazeera.
Lake Kivu's shores are always busy as people from around Goma gather their daily water supplies. For some, this is the only water they can find for drinking and water after the first cases of the Ebola virus were confirmed here last month. Water stands have been set up outside public buildings and at the busy border crossing with Rwanda.
Because of the Ebola epidemic, we have to wash our hands all the time. But the problem is, water isn't easy to find here in Goma.
Every day, Alice Kimwaki queues for hours at public taps. Like many in the Democratic Republic of Congo, she doesn't have running water at home.
There are 4 of us at home. Every morning I wake up at 6 in order to get to the fountain, because I live a bit far from here. It takes about 5 hours to get access to the tap. We suffer a lot because we need at least 5 cans per household.
The Ebola virus begins with a fever and vomiting, and often leads to massive internal bleeding and death. It's spread through direct contact with body fluid, so good hygiene's vital. Even the dead and their coffins are sanitised before being buried.
Ebola, while it's not caused through water, having access to water is really important for prevention efforts, our main means of prevention. And so while water is not the cause, it's still really important for helping to curb this epidemic.
Nearly 2,000 people have been killed so far in what's the longest and deadliest outbreak in the country's history. There have been no new cases reported in Goma this month, but many in the city still fear how they'll be able to avoid the disease if they don't have enough water to wash their hands. Alexia O'Brien, Al Jazeera.
Now for your 3-day weather forecast. And that is all for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Updates. Tune in on Friday at 6 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can visit our website at headlinenewsguyana.com.